Good afternoon, students. Myself, Dr. Umia Pathan, Assistant Professor, T.Y. Patil College of Physiotherapy. In previous lecture, we have discussed about manipulations of massage. In that, we have covered stroking manipulation. In that, we have seen effleurage and stroking. Second type of massage is pressure manipulation. In that, we have covered circular kneading. In this lecture, we will further cover other manipulations. Now we will see technique of squeezing kneading. Okay, this is the second type in pressure manipulation. In this technique, the whole surface of one or both hands is used. Muscles are gently squeezed, lifted and relaxed. Hand remain stationary if the limb is very painful, or travel slowly and carefully along the length of the limb in case of painless. Okay, in this figure you can see this therapist is gently lifting and then squeezing the skin or muscle or a particular group of muscle. Okay. Now we will see what are the effects and uses of squeezing kneading. A slight acceleration of circulation is produced, which is sufficient to maintain the nutrition of muscles, and it prevents disuse atrophy. What is this disuse atrophy? It is a type of muscle wasting which refers to decrease in size of muscle. Okay. It is also used for recent injury where pain and muscle spasm contraindicated. Heavier work for upper motor neuron disease where spasm is present. It can be also used in case of gross edema of the limbs. For this, the kneading is started at the proximal end of the limb and proceed as far effleurage. Now we will see second type of pressure manipulation, that is a petrissage. In petrissage, there are picking up, wringing and rolling. These three techniques are there. So first we will see technique of picking up. This is a movement that can be performed with one or two hands on individual muscles or on a muscle group. The movement is smooth, rhythmic and continuous from one attachment of the muscle to the other. The operator first palpates the part to make certain of relaxation. The muscle is then pressed in against the bone, lifted, squeezed and then relaxed. This manipulation is more usually performed single-handed with the thumb and thenar eminence as a one component and the medial 2 or 3 fingers and hypothenar eminence as another component of the grasp. Thumb must be opposed and abducted. The cleft between the thumb and index finger should always be in contact with subject skin. Otherwise, a picking effect is produced but depth is lost. It should be performed with your arms held in slight abduction and with semi-flexed elbows. To pick up large group of muscles, for example quadriceps, calf muscle or hamstring muscle, both hands are used as one large hand. You can see in first picture, therapist is lifting the skin. Okay, he is doing on flat surface, that is on back. In second surface, patient is using his both hands to pick up the muscle. While picking up, his shape of hands are like C shape. Okay, so he is using both hands with C shape curve. In third picture, you can see patient is using only one hand, another hand is used to give support. Okay, and uh, patient is lifting or picking the muscle with that hand should be in V shaped position. Okay, now effects and uses of picking up. It has the same effects as a kneading and it is used in conjunction with kneading almost in all cases. Okay, so same effects of kneading are the effects of picking up, like it promotes better blood supply to the muscles so that nutrition of that muscle gets increased. Also it can be used in cases of muscular weakness. It has a sedative effects, and it is useful in allowing twitching and cramp in the muscle after severe exertion. If picking up is given, it stimulates the blood supply of periosteum, from which the bone receives its nourishment, and therefore the nutrition of bone itself gets increased. Another type of petrissage is wringing. Now we will see technique of wringing. Wringing is a manipulation in which the tissues are compressed against underlying structures prior to lifting them, as in picking up. Then instead of squeezing the tissues, you pull gently towards yourself with the fingers of one hand, while the thumb of your other hand pushes gently in the opposite direction. The tissues are kept elevated and passed from hand to hand by moving non-pressing component of each hand in turn along the tissues. In this picture, you can see therapist has pick up the muscle, and then he is pulling that muscle and moving his hand continuously. Okay, so that these tissue are kept elevated and this muscle is passes from one hand to other hand, and he is continuously moving his hand. In smaller tissues, the tip of your thumbs and fingers are used, and your arms are more adducted and wrists lifted to be more alongside one another. If your arms are abducted and your wrist and forearms lie more parallel with the long axis of the tissue, then bigger manipulation can be performed. When the tissues are very small, as in case of tendocalcaneus, this manipulation is performed between your thumb and fingertips. Now, what are the effects and uses of wringing? When we give wringing, it produces heat more quickly, and so that absorption is assisted. So, it is used when muscles are shortened and contracted. For example, in case of a calf muscle, in case of foot drop. Flat muscles are also treated by this form of a petrissage. Third type of petrissage is rolling. Most common rolling manipulation is skin rolling, but also muscle may be also rolled. Okay, so there are two subtypes. First one is a skin rolling and another one is muscle rolling. First we will see skin rolling. Skin rolling is a manipulation in which the skin is lifted and rolled between thumbs and fingers of two hands. The manipulation is most often performed on the back, abdomen, and thighs, but it also used around superficial joints such as a knee and in modified form on scar tissue, which is shortening and thickening. Now we will see how this rolling technique can be performed. First, therapist should stand in walk standing position. Then place both hands on the surface of the area more distal from you so that your palms are fully in contact with your thumb tips touching and parallel to the long axis of the part. Your thumbs should be abducted to such an extent that your index fingers do not touch and indeed should have a space between them. See, this is the starting position for rolling, where therapist place his both hands on the surface area. Okay, and his palms are fully in contact with thumb tips touching, and that these thumb tips are parallel to the long axis of that part. Okay, that thumbs are abducted and they are abducted in such a way that they should not touch to index finger. Okay, and so you can see there is a big gap between index finger and thumb. Then maintain full palmar contact and pull your hands backward towards yourself without changing their shape and with sufficient pressure to pull the underlying skin. Next, apply pressure with your thumbs as you adduct and oppose them with some depth so that they remain in line with each other, but the skin is pushed in a roll towards the finger. Simultaneously, your palms should be gradually lift off the skin, but your fingertips should remain in contact. Okay, now roll your thumbs forward, still maintaining the roll of skin in your grasp, and the skin will roll against your fingers. As this occurs, the skin is folded over on top of your fingers. In this picture, you can see patient has lifted the skin and then he has squeezed that skin backwards, meaning towards himself. Another type of rolling is muscle rolling. Now we will see how this technique can be performed. Muscle rolling is performed by working across the muscle fibers and along the long axis of muscles. You should be in walk standing position to allow weight transference. The lateral boundaries of the muscle should be palpated. Then your thumbs placed tip to tip along one border with your fingers along the opposite border. Apply a little pressure with both components so that the muscle bulges slightly between your thumbs and fingers. Then push first with your thumbs and release pressure simultaneously with the fingers, which move to an adjacent area. Rapidly reverse pressing with the fingers and releasing the pressure of your thumbs, which also move to an adjacent area. It is often a more effective and comfortable manipulation if the pressure is slightly down into the muscle mass rather than back and forth across it. This manipulation can be performed slowly to exert a slight stretch or faster so there is a stimulation to the circulation.